Good morning to you at home. Let's get to those celebrations happening coast to coast this morning, starting with this stunning shot right now. You're looking at first light on Australia Day 2025, shining on our First Nations people with the iconic sails of the Opera House illuminated in Aboriginal art for dawn reflection.
Millions are today expected to pack the water, our parks and our pubs to mark Australia Day. Some decked out head to toe in the Southern Cross or in green and gold, and we'll take you live to all those parties. But look, for many others, January 26 is a day for commemoration and for activism. Police preparing for Invasion Day protests with tens of thousands marching through our major cities.
Australia Day is also a chance to recognise the best among us. Overnight, Neil Danaher named 2025 Australian of the Year for his tireless work raising money and awareness for MND.
After more than a decade advocating for a cure for motor neuron disease, last night Neil Danaher was given Australia's highest honour. The former footy star and co-founder of charity Fight MND has raised $115 million for medical research.
No matter the odds, no matter the diagnosis, we all have the power to choose to fight, to choose our attitude, to choose to smile, and to choose to do something.
A Queensland scientist named Young Australian of the Year, whose work is breaking down harmful chemicals in the environment.
When kids, especially Indigenous kids, see someone like me in this position, it tells them that they belong, that their dreams are valid.
The newest senior Australian, making more than 60,000 wheelchairs for disabled children overseas.
A child with a disability receives a new life by getting off the ground, having dignity as well as mobility.
And two Canberran women crowned the nation's local heroes, employing migrant and refugee women in hospitality.
It's about providing opportunities, stability and hope to people who, just like us, just want a chance to make something of their lives. Everybody deserves a fair chance to thrive.
Yeah, the best part of Australia Day, acknowledging those that do such amazing work right across the country. But now to the Australia Day parties happening in our cities right across Australia.
First to Today reporter Taylor Haynes at Barangaroo in Sydney. Tay, good morning to you. The celebrations look like they're starting early there.
Good morning, Clint and Ali. We are just minutes away until a very beautiful special ceremony happening behind me. It's the much-loved Australia Day celebrations back for another year. Lots happening today for a jam-packed day full of free of activities and events. Thousands of people ready to flock Sydney Harbour in just a few moments' time. Later today, we will see the Royal Australian Air Force take to the sky. Our favourite Fairathon races back. The overseas passenger terminal will turn into a kids' free zone. Darling Harbour will turn into a summer playground. And of course, the Australia Day live concert is back with some of our favourite music artists hitting to the stage. But to kick off today's ceremony, behind me is a very important performance that's about to start. And Yvonne is with me now, who is playing a very important part. Now, it's going to kick off in about half an hour's time. Tell us what's in store for everyone.
What you will actually see is a smoking ceremony, and there will be performances of First Nations people, both through song, through spoken word, through dance, and our sharing, our cultural exchange from First Nations into the whole of the nation. You'll hear from the Governor and also the Premier that will also speak here today. But one of the key parts of it is actually sharing the first people of this country, the world's oldest living cultures, our cultures, all here together and for everyone to share.
Well, what a lovely way to kick off Australia Day here in Barangaroo. Now, guys, the motto for today is reflect, respect and celebrate. We cannot wait to kick off Australia Day here in Barangaroo for 2025.
Thanks so much, Taylor.
Let's keep going with the whip around. Nine's Davina Smith is scoping out festivities in Brisbane this morning. Davina, how are Queenslanders celebrating today?
Ali, Clint, with a sleep-in. And let's be fair, it is day 2 of a 3-day long weekend, and Queenslanders are doing it in style this morning, sleeping in And but not going to peak too early because the celebrations really kick off this afternoon here down at South Bank. It's called the Great Australian Bites Festival. Yes, we're in southeast Queensland, not in South Australia, but it's called the Great Australian Bite Festival, and it's celebrating the wonderful things that Aussies love, food, and it'll be a celebration of local produce, of celebrity chefs, and the multicultural diversity across southeast Queensland and beyond. So they're taking to the stage from about 3 p.m. this afternoon. There'll be a host of children's activities here as well, a silent disco, lawn games, face painting, plenty of things for families to do. It starts at 2 p.m. with Brooke Hanson, our Olympian, kicking off festivities. It'll finish around 7:30 tonight. But right now, the calm before the storm.
Enjoy it, Davina. South Bank looking gorgeous behind you. Let's keep going and go live to today's Kiara Parker now. Kiara, it'll be a stunning day in Melbourne today.
It sure will be, and St Kilda Beach, it's quiet at the moment, but it will be packed later today with people celebrating. Sunny, 26, perfect conditions for a swim in the bay and to fire up one of the barbecues here. There are signs warning alcohol is banned along the foreshore. While there'll be beach parties and boat parties along the water though, very different scenes in Melbourne CBD today. Protesters will descend on the city, up to tens of thousands of people for an Invasion Day rally, urging a rethink of the way Australia Day is celebrated on January 26. Pro-Palestinian protesters will join this march from Parliament House to Flinders Street. This will cause major disruptions for those planning to head to the city to celebrate, which has frustrated traders. Police say they will have a visible presence in the area, monitoring the situation.
Thank you, Kiara. Over to you, Clint.
And Invasion Day and Survival Day rallies are happening right the way across the country. Among them, the Sovereignty Day rally from 9:30 in Canberra and an anti-colonial march at Sydney's Belmore Park at 10 a.m. Anti-Australia Day activists have already targeted a Melbourne citizenship ceremony this weekend, defacing several statues, including the Parkville Anzac Memorial. More news now with Lizzie.
Murder charges have been laid this morning over the sudden death of a 9-year-old boy in North Queensland. A 24-year-old woman known to the child is in custody after the boy was found unresponsive in Townsville last night. Now to a Today weather alert for heatwave warnings across the country. Adelaide copping the brunt of it today, warming up to 37 degrees and then 35 tomorrow. But in the coming days, New South Wales and WA will feel it too. Sydney's west forecast to reach 36 tomorrow, 41 on Tuesday. Melbourne hitting 42 tomorrow, and Perth sweating through 39 degrees on Wednesday.
Let's check out the weather around the nation right now. Heat waves over the next few days for a lot of locations around Australia. But let's head up north to Cairns. Showers top of 32 today. Shower 2 and 33 in Townsville. Sunshine Coast partly cloudy, top of 30. Brisbane partly cloudy and 31. And that's pretty much the weather for the next 5 or so days. And similar here on the Gold Coast, a slightly cooler, partly cloudy, top of 29, extending into the next few days. Sydney, however, partly cloudy, top of 27 today. 31 tomorrow, 35 on Tuesday. Then Canberra, partly cloudy, 28. Melbourne, cloud clearing and 26 today, 42 degrees tomorrow. Hobart, partly cloudy and 21. Adelaide, 37 the top today, a little bit cooler tomorrow, but still very warm, top of 35. Then Perth, sunny, top of 30, 32 tomorrow, 37 on Monday and 40 degrees on Tuesday. Geraldton becoming windy, partly cloudy, top of 30. Karratha, mostly sunny and 38. Broome, partly cloudy, top of 35. In the Alice, sunny and 43. Darwin, shower 2, possible storm, top of 33 degrees.